actual state of my hair at the moment. Like, I literally am brown. Like, I might as well just be a brunette. Like, the state of it. And the colour of my skin. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. I am planning to tan for Christmas because I just can't cope with how I'm looking. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I have been wanting to film this for ages. The questions have been, I put a little box up on my Instagram and the questions have been there for probably around probably like 2 months. I've had to go into my archives and find the questions again. I thought we could sit down, I thought we could get ready together and I'll answer some questions and just have a bit of a big old catch up. I'm not sure what I'm getting ready for, to be honest. I'm in two minds. Like, the weather in Manchester at the moment is really grim, so I don't know whether to, I do want to go to Primark, but I don't even know if I am going to brave it because honestly the weather's disgusting. But I also do need to film some content, so I need to get ready because I can't be going on camera like this, even though I'm on camera with you guys now like this. But I don't know, YouTube's just a different platform altogether, isn't it? Oh, do you know what I've just realised? I've not even cleansed my face today. That's disgusting. I've worked from home all day and I've been out for a run, but I've just not done any skincare. I'm going to quickly cleanse my face and come back because if I don't cleanse it, my makeup just does not look right. Just grab this out of the bathroom because I've been recently cleansing my face with it, and it's the Chamomile Sumptuous Makeup Cleansing Butter. Honestly, this dissolves your makeup like no tomorrow, but it's such a good cleanser. Like, I can't explain it, and it's so cheap. I think it's about £12. But honestly, I've been loving this product and I just randomly stumbled across it because basically I went home for the weekend and Connor had his friends round and one of his friends has left it here. So if you're watching this, you probably won't be watching this. Thanks, because I've been absolutely loving it. There's only a little bit left of it, but I did put it on my Christmas list, so I am hoping my boyfriend has picked it up for me. We will see, but highly recommend it if you're looking for a cheap cleansing balm. I'm gonna quickly tone my face with the Caudalie toner. Sorry, I just got a message there. My skincare routine, as everyone knows, is so quick, so easy. Like, I'm just, you know me. Been loving this cream as well, which is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is more on the expensive side, I will not lie. But I did get it in the Molly May Cosmetics edit, so I did get my hands on it to repurchase it. Like, Cosmetips and the brands that are involved with Cosmetips really know what they're doing in terms of marketing, because now I want to buy a £70 cream, which I would never, ever do because that's just extortionate. But it is really nice and I feel like I can't move to any other cream now. So I'm just gonna, and it's a great base for your makeup, like it's a great primer as well. So I'm just gonna put this on. I tend to find that when I'm having just like a skin tint on, or like a, you know, a really light foundation, I just tend to pop this cream on and it does the job. It goes on so nice. Also, look at that. Anything more frustrating, I got my Christmas nails done and I snapped it, so I'm gonna have to go back again. And I'm not gonna lie, one of the most tedious things to do on this planet, some people might be different, but it's to get your nails done. Can't explain it. Like, I dread it to almost the point where I might as well just have stubs sometimes. But I just don't know what it is. I get so restless and I'm just like, hurry up. Like, and obviously I want them to take the time. I don't know, it's a different story. I don't know why I'm going on a tangent. Right, I'm gonna quickly go in. I'm just gonna let that sort of set because my face feels really wet. And we'll go straight in with a question, else we're gonna be here all day, me rambling on. The first question is, do you live alone? No, I don't live alone. I think everyone who watches this probably does know that, but if you don't, then yeah, no, I don't live alone. I don't know, I'm in two minds. Like, obviously financially I could never ever stay in an apartment like this. Like, I could do it, but I just would not have a life, and you know, I just don't see the point in doing it. So I live with my flatmate Connor. We've never actually lived together before, but we've been like best friends since school. So we came from the same hometown and moved up to Manchester together. He came up after, and then we've never lived together up until now. We went travelling together and then we both came back to Manchester. and then decided to get an apartment together. So do you know what, it works really, really well because we're both like tidy. He's a bit too tidy, to be fair, but it just works really, really well. Like, couldn't have it any other way. I always think to myself, like, my long-term goal is that I do want to live on my own eventually, like for a little bit, just to be like, I've done that and I've managed to achieve that on my own and have an apartment on my own. I do sometimes think I want that. Whether I achieve it or not, I don't know. We'll just have to see, because I think by the time I can achieve it, I'll probably want to move in with my boyfriend. But no, I don't live on my own. Absolutely could not live on my own in the Northern Quarter as of yet. But at the same time, I like it. I like the presence. Like, I like knowing that someone might be coming back to the flat. I don't know. There's best of both worlds. For my foundation, or should I say skin tint, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I absolutely love this product so much. My Alex's mum actually put me on it, believe it or not, and she loves it. And then I tried hers when we went to Centre Parks, and I don't know, it just gives you like a really nice, I feel like it just evens out your complexion and just gives you a nice little glow to the skin. I mean, anything would give me a glow to the skin at the moment because my skin is awful. I don't know where my brush is. No. Brush. I like to apply it with this brush as well. It's like a stippling, is it called stippling? Stippling brush, which is from Refi. I do need to work this down my neck though because I'm so pale. I'm just going to go in with some concealer. I'm only going to put a bit of concealer on, and I'm just going to use it with this brush, which is actually from Peaches and Cream, PC18 if anyone's interested. I'm just going to do the little hack where you put it on the back of your hand and then you just like put it on with the brush, because apparently it prevents creases. But I'm just going with the soft matte concealer in the shade C6, which is the Revolution. I can never, this is such a tongue twister, IRL filter finish. It just looks like this. I don't know if that's going to focus. Hello, focus. There you go. But I'm just going to pop a bit of concealer on today. I don't really need too much. Whilst I'm doing that, I will just get another question up. I'm so excited for Christmas. This is quite a good one, and I don't know, quite a difficult one to answer because I'm just a bit like here, there and everywhere at the moment. But it is, what is your 5-year plan? I do love this question, but I think my 5-year plan has been the same 5-year plan for 5 years, and it's just not happening. Well, it's not happened yet, should I say. It's gonna happen. I need to manifest it into existence. But I don't know, 5-year plan I think is I want to have travelled again. So I want to do a year travelling. I want to do it very slow this time. I want to take it in. I want to just like do the things that I missed out on, and you know, just do it properly this year. Well, I'm not going this year. I don't know when I'm going, but you know what I mean. I went travelling for 3 months, and honestly, I missed out on so many things that I wanted to do and see, and I don't know, I just want to make sure that I go away with enough money this time. I don't want to worry about money. I want to be like stable when we're there. I don't know, so that's what I want to do before, because do you know what, I was reading something the other day, like Manchester's going to be the same when I come back. Like, nothing's going to change here. Nothing's going to change in my hometown. And I just feel like I need to do it now before I think about having kids and stuff. Because I'm not going to lie, like, the years are going very fast and I'm getting older. Alex is certainly getting older. And I don't know, I just think it's something that it was something that we both like to do before we settle down and, you know, get into life and that next stage. I don't want to have kids and then be like, I wish we did that. I just don't want to get to that point. Like, I just want to do those experiences now. So I think within 5 years, I'd like to have done a year traveling. I know. So it's a lot to save for. And I don't know, I think maybe I'd like to have get a house obviously. Well, that would be the aim. I do want to definitely have a house in like 3 years time, which would make me 27. So I want to be on the property ladder. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'd like to be starting to get pregnant at the end of the 5 years, perhaps, maybe. That's probably ideally what I'd want. In terms of obviously career and moving forward, I obviously want to progress in my current position, so I want to do well at what I do. I do enjoy what I do, which is obviously recruitment, but at the same time, like my passion is here, if you know what I mean. So like this and what I'm doing now and content creating, and like I do this in my spare time, and it's where I hold my passion. Like I wouldn't do it if I didn't have the passion for it, because it takes a lot of time, and you know, you have to have your head needs to be in with it, like you need to love it. So I do this like after I finish my full-time job, and yeah, I don't know, if I got to do this one day full-time, like that would be the absolute dream. But at the same time, I do like the balance. Like I like the balance of this being my hobby and my passion, and I love it. And then I also like the balance of like, okay, I have a job to do, like I go to work 9 till 5, and I don't know, I think at the moment, like I'm just liking where my life is, and I'm just sort of taking each day as it comes, and I'll just work towards ticking off those goals. And yeah, we'll see where I am in 5 years time. I think that's just the beauty of life. It's just not knowing what's next is always, you know, I don't know, it keeps it fun. I think it'd be boring if we knew what was going to happen in our lives. But yeah, I think that is a bit of an overview of how I want my next 5 years to go. I don't know how that's looking on the camera, but I really like how that concealer has finished. I put a little bit of contour on. Honestly, I don't know where this stick is from, and I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I think it is Revolution, you know, but it's the darker contour that I have. And I don't know, sometimes I've got the pink honey one, which I do absolutely love, like the face frosting, but it's a bit of a lighter orangey shade. I can't explain it, and I just like this one because it just gives a bit of a more deeper tone. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on. Only going to put a bit on, and I'm just going to quickly blend that out. For blending my contour, I always use the PC21 Peaches and Cream brush, by the way, just if anyone is interested. I don't think anyone will be interested, because honestly, I am the worst person at makeup. I'm just not. I wish I could be one of these makeup girls, but she's not there, you know, like I'm just a bit Bob standard, like a bit plain Jane. So just notice the biggest spot. Do you know what that is, right? I don't think that's a spot. It's like a milk spot. I don't even know what a milk spot is, but I'm sure it's a milk spot. Right, let's move on to another question, because I'm going to be finished my makeup by the time these questions are answered. That's talking, do you know what? A lot of people like to know my living situation. So someone's asked, how do you find not living with your boyfriend? This is quite a good one, you know. I've never ever lived with a boyfriend, and I don't know, like me and Alex lived together for 7 or 6 weeks or something like that. So when I came back from traveling, so I didn't go traveling with my boyfriend, I come. So he stayed at home. It weren't that he didn't want to come, it was just, it wasn't the right time, because obviously he just bought a house and got a mortgage, and you know, things were just like progression at work and stuff like that. So he stayed at home, and then when obviously I came back, I had nowhere to live. So he kindly brought me in. He took me in, and I didn't have to pay rent and everything. And honestly, to this day, like I'd be ever so thankful for that, because it'd be my worst nightmare going back to my hometown, I can't lie. The job that I left and come back to is in Manchester, so I don't know why I'm going on such a rant, because it's not even answering the question. So we lived together then, and honestly, it was fine. Like we absolutely loved it. We were really sad when we were really sad when I found an apartment and, you know, moved out. So living together was really fun for 6 weeks, but other than that, I've never actually lived with anyone, like any of my partners I've never lived with. So I'm just very used to it. I don't know how it would be to live with my boyfriend. Well, I do actually, because I lived with him for 6 weeks, but like 6 weeks and like permanently is a lot different. So we've always been apart, and I like it. We have the best of both worlds. Like, you know, we can get out of each other's way when we want to, like, and we don't want to, but like if we ever needed a break, or, you know, we're just getting on each other's nerves. You know, I have a place to stay and he has his own place, and I live in Manchester, he lives in Northwich, which is like Cheshire, and we just have a nice little balance at the moment. Like if we want to escape to the countryside where nothing happens, by the way, nothing, we can, and we can go there. And then when we want to be in Manchester and we've got events on, or we've got stuff ongoing, then we can come, sorry, I just looked at my phone then we can come back here and just have this place as well. I don't know, I absolutely love it, and I'm gonna be really gutted when we do. I don't know, like he does not want to live in the city centre, and I love my little city centre life at the moment. Like I just love it, and I'm not ready to give it up, and he's not ready to give his, like, you know, hometown sort of, how do I say it, like he's used to being out of the city and he doesn't want to give that up either. So we will have to come to a agreement and meet in the middle. I'm not living with my boyfriend, I find it perfect, because we miss each other and we get to see each other, and you know what, it's just a nice balance. But I think we're probably going to have more issues when we do live together, because I don't know, we need to come on an agreement of where we want to live. I mean, ideally I would like to live in Altrincham, because it's a tram stop away and it's a tram ride into the city, and I don't know, it's like a nice area, Altrincham. Obviously it's a nice area, but I don't know if we have I don't think we'll be able to afford to live in Altrincham. Like, just to put it into perspective, Molly Mate lives in Altrincham, so and footballers, and it's just like a status thing, I think. There and all the edges, very status, it's like a status thing, but it is a lovely little town to live in, and we just said it's so perfect. It's like 20 minutes away, well, not even that, it's probably about a 15-minute drive from his now currently, so it's not too far away from his family, and I don't know, it's just a nice area to bring your kids up in. So I don't know, that's on my 5-year plan, get a house in Altrincham. We'll see if that works though. Let's quickly just do that. I'm not gonna contour it too much, and I'll just pop some into the crease. How this contour looks on my eyes, I don't think it just doesn't look like you've put anything on. It just looks like you've got a bit of depth. Is that what you call it? I don't know. It's like an illusion, isn't it, contour? I'm gonna put some blush on, and I'm gonna use the P. Louise the Cheek a bit. I don't know what shade this is in, Bondi Baby. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. I'm going to use the Refi brush to put a bit of this on. I don't want too much on, it's quite pigmented, but I just like a little bit of a, I don't know, you know, like a little bit of a, This is very basic makeup, isn't it? Like, don't even come for me, because I'm just so shit at makeup. See, people put it on the nose and I like how that looks, so I'm going to put a bit on my nose. Sorry if I'm looking down there as well, the mirror is there, and I'm just so blind that I can't use the viewfinder as a mirror, because I can barely see myself right now. Okay, that'll do. That will do. I need a drink. I need a drink. Oh my god, I actually had a heart attack then. I thought I hadn't hit record, and I was just like talking to myself for about 20 minutes without actually recording. Oh, I like this one. What are the best, worst things that's happened this year? Ah, that's a good one. Let me think. Oh my god, let me think about it. God, completely blank. So the worst thing that happened, but I think actually turned into the best thing, was that I ripped my car off when I got back from travelling. Oh, well, the best thing is that I spent January travelling. So I spent New Year and pretty much the whole of January in Australia. So that's quite, yeah, I'd say that's probably quite a big thing to mention. And then when I got back, obviously we had Alex's 30th, so I threw him a surprise 30th party. That was insane. Like, I had a saxophonist, like, oh, it was just such a gorgeous night for him. So I'd probably say that was really up there with one of the best things that's happened this year as well. Oh, we've had a lot, you know. We've been on a few holidays. So we went to, sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. I think the powder's just got up it. We went to Rome for my birthday, which was lovely. Absolutely loved it. Like, I've now really want to get married in Rome. So we went there. We also went to Portugal. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, I think that's probably it. I will obviously probably say though, when I got back from traveling, I had to throw this word around, and I don't know if I want to call it depression, but I don't think I was depressed, but I was really low. Like, I was in a really, really dark place. Like, I just, like, I was still finding motivation to do things, so I weren't like in bed, and I don't know, like, I don't think you can pinpoint what depression is. Like, everyone's gonna have a different, I don't know, I don't like to throw the word around because it's just, I don't know, but let's just say I was in a really, really low place. I had to come back from this amazing trip, and it was just phenomenal, and I was just in this bubble, and you know, I just really felt like I was living life. I just thought, oh my god, this is life. Like, we're not brought on this planet to work 5 days a week to have 2 days off. Do you know what I mean? I was just in that sort of mentality, and I was like, wow, like, I just really thought, oh my god, I'm really living my life. And then I came back with no money. Like, honestly, I didn't have a pound. I didn't have a penny to rub together. Like, when I say that, like, I'm being so true. So I don't know, like, I had no money, had no job, and I basically had to start from scratch. And that's the one thing that puts me off going again, is because I know I'm gonna have to start again, and it's a fear. But at the same time, like, I look back now and I do it all over again to have those experiences, and I know the feeling was only temporary. So I'd probably say when I got back, I just felt really low, to the fact that I did cry every day for about 3 months. Many things that did happen and that were amazing, but at the same time, there's a lot of things going on mentally as well. And then I also ripped my car off. I don't know if I just mentioned that actually, but I ripped my car off as well. So yeah, goodbye to that. So I don't have a car currently. I've never repurchased a car. I just sort of kept the money to get myself back on my feet in Manchester, and it paid for my flat deposit and stuff. But I also look back now and I was like, that must have happened for a reason, because like, where else would I have got that money from? And living in Manchester, you will know you don't need a car. It would have cost me so much money to run it, like, and I'm not even joking, it's about £150 for a parking space in my block, and you know, petrol, tax, insurance, and just all that stuff. I just think I don't need a car. Like, I really don't need a car. I would not have used it. And now how busy Manchester is, the traffic is no joke. It's no joke. Like, you're quicker off walking or getting a tram. Let's move on to Christmas. There is a question about Christmas, and it is, what's your plans this year for Christmas? Is that what it said? Do you spend at Christmas, and what's your plans for Christmas? Right, okay. I'll probably answer them both in one. So this year, obviously me and Alex have made a pact that we're not spending it together. So that does mean that we are going to have to let one side of the family down. And this year we've decided that we're going to go back home to my family for Christmas, because I wasn't here last year. So if I didn't do it again this year, that's 2 years without being with my granddad at Christmas. And I don't know, it's not, we both agreed to that. Actually, it was more, Alex said straight up, he was like, right, we're gonna spend it with your family this year, like, no questions about it, which I think is really, really nice of him. And you know, it's really supportive, because I know there can be a lot of dilemmas between couples when it comes to Christmas and where they're going, and I know a lot of people do spend it apart. But so we are actually going back to my family's for Christmas, but we are still seeing his family on the day. So our plans are, we're going to have Christmas Eve here, not here but at his, and then we're going to go see his family and do the rounds in the morning, and probably be in Cheshire for around till about 12 o'clock, and then we're going to drive back to my hometown, and then we're going to have the rest of Christmas there. So it's about an hour and 20 minutes to get back to where my family live. So we'll do that, and then we'll just have Christmas there. We're not sure what we're doing on Boxing Day yet. We're just going to play that by ear. We might come back to his, or I don't know. We're not a million miles away, so we can do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're literally an hour on the M6 from each other. So that's our plans. I wonder, have I done everything? Like, is my makeup done? I think my makeup's actually done. I think I'm just going to put a bit of a lip gloss on, and then don't know, leave it at that. I've not got a lip liner. I've not got a lip liner. And then finishing off with how much do you spend at Christmas? I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that, to be honest, because I'm going to just see if I like, oh no, that's too brown. I don't want that on my lips. I don't want that on my lips. I just want like a pink. I want a lip oil. Let me just go get my lip oil. I know this is going to be like, what the hell are you doing? But I'm just going to put a bit of red on my lip, just to give it a bit of colour, and spread that out, and then put a lip oil on. So I've just got a bit more of a rosier lip, because at the moment she's just looking a very concealer lip vibe. That's one thing I do actually want, right? I want some lip tints, because I'm just like, I'm not like a lip liner girl. Like I love a good lip combo, but like most of the time I'm just, don't know, I just love to just stick on a lip oil and just go with it. And so going back to the question of how much have you spent? I do think about Christmas is like, don't get into debt for the people that you love. Don't do it. Only spend within your means, and that's exactly what I've done. I've spent a lot on Alex, like a lot. I'm not going to say how much. I've had to, his birthday's in January, so one of his presents is like combined, and that's the only reason I've gone a little bit over budget for this one, because I just thought, well, I'm going to have to spend it in January anyway, so I'd rather combine a present together and be like, yeah, just, I don't know, better surprise. But other than that, we've actually been really good. We've set budgets for each people. Obviously me and Alex by his family, my family, and we just obviously split the cost. So we have set a budget for each person, and we've done really well, you know. We've actually stuck to it, but we have still spent a lot because we've got so many people to buy for. So I don't know. That question is, I don't know. I've spent stupid amounts of money in the past, and I don't know, just setting a budget just helps. But I've only spent it within my means, and I've not done that in the past. I've gone stupid before. I think that is the last question to finish off on. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I think is worth answering. Answer this question and then I'll wrap it up, and it's just a very simple one. Favourite shop at the minute? But your favourite shop at the moment to buy clothes? Hands down, either... always Zara. Like Zara's just always got something in there for me that I'm like, yes, give it to me. I love that. So I'd say definitely Zara, H&M, and I'm loving Primark at the moment. Not even joking, like most of my things are Primark, and the quality is just, it's giving chef's kiss. So yeah, that's not one, that's three, but if I had to put them in order, I'd probably say Zara, Primark and H&M. Wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute dream to sit down and talk with you guys and answer some of the questions. I will definitely do more videos like this because I just absolutely love it, and I don't know why I don't do it more. I always like have the intention. I'm like, I put a box on Instagram, I'm like, right, I'm going to do the YouTube video, and then like 2 months pass and I'm like, oh my god, I never filmed that. I will film some more of these. I think the next video now will be Christmas. I have decided that I think I'm going to vlog Christmas this year. And that, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye.